for the month of February, we are doing a pantry and freezer cooking only challenge. This means we have to use up the food that's in our pantry, fridge, or freezer without going grocery shopping for the whole month, with only a few exceptions. How long can we last? Our family usually goes grocery shopping once or twice a week, and we spend between $300 and $500 per trip. This is Canada, so our food prices are a little wild. I usually shop using the PC app, and so I can just order the same things and just repeat my orders over and over again. And sometimes I'm really good about checking the pantry and freezers to see what we're low on, or to see if we already have the thing that I'm shopping for, and sometimes I'm not as good. So we end up with multiples in our food storage, and then they expire. It's not good. Our family is doing a low buy year challenge. This means that for the whole year, we have certain categories where we are not buying things from, certain categories where we are only buying from occasionally, and then other categories that are mostly necessities that we're allowed to buy from whenever we need to. And food is usually in our green light category, which is we're allowed to purchase whenever we need to. However, I was noticing that we have a lot of food stocked up that we need to eat before it expires. And as part of the low buy year, I've been reviewing our budget and our purchasing, tracking our purchases, and noticing how much money we actually spend on food, and it's a lot. What if we didn't go grocery shopping for the whole month? I think we could save $1,000. So this week I've been making lots of preparations to make sure that this challenge goes as smoothly as possible. And I've been working out the guidelines that we'll be following for the next 29 days. Yes, February is a leap year this year, so I have an extra day in there that normal years I wouldn't have had. First, these are the no-buy rules and exceptions that our family agreed upon. Every week, we'll review what kind of food we have on hand and make a meal plan with it. At the end of each meal, or maybe even each day, I will log what food we used and how much that food cost at current grocery prices to see how much we actually saved. Now, our exceptions are, these are the few fresh produce things that we're allowed to buy. Milk, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. Yes, just those 4 things. Some of the other things we have frozen already, so we need to use up some carrots, celery, apples, bananas, oranges, those kind of things. I already have some that are frozen, so we're just gonna make do. And I'm going to be going grocery shopping on the 31st and picking up some fresh stuff that should last us at least a few weeks. Our oldest son will be using his own money to purchase his lunches when he needs them, and my husband has planned to have a budget for lunches. So he has $200 he's allowed to use for lunches for the month of February. Now that should stretch him for maybe 10 to 15 lunches, which should be okay because he has a week off in the middle of February. My husband and I plan on going on 2 dates, Valentine's Day, and then again at the end of February. And we planned a budget for $100 for both those dates. So altogether, $100 for 2 dates. And because we don't want to be totally heartless, we will go out for dinner at least once with the family. We have a budget of $100. So if that $100 can stretch into 2 family meals, then we could totally go out twice. And I've been planning a lot to help make this go as smooth as possible. We've never done anything like this before, so this is totally new to us, and I'm not sure how well it's going to go over. So we are just crossing our fingers and just going to do our best. I spent over 7 hours reorganizing our pantry. It was absolutely chaotic, and you'll see the video coming up, and I am so excited that it's all nice and clean now. And now, instead of having multiples all over the pantry, I'll be able to see how much we have of things left. So it'll make planning so much easier. I also made an inventory of all the food that we have in our freezers. We have 2, a deep freezer and a stand-up freezer in our basement. And we organized the freezers better by using boxes that we had on hand. I know cardboard's not great for freezers, and we will plan on putting in plastic crates or something in the future. But for now, since we're on a low buy year, we're just using what we have on hand. I did a rough meal plan for the whole month, so I have an idea if there's anything that I might need that I don't usually have on hand. The last step was getting the fridge in order, cleaning it up, cleaning it out, cleaning out the fridge freezer, and tidying it up so that make room for some fresh produce. I plan to purchase groceries on the 31st to pick up those last minute items, and I researched how to make fresh food last longer. I'm going to be utilizing those tricks to make our fresh food go as long as possible. I also plan to freeze a block of cheese, some yogurt containers, and 1 or 2 packages of deli meat. Those things all freeze just fine. Did you know that? The last part I want to share with you guys is my tracking spreadsheet. I made a tracking spreadsheet so I could track the food that we eat and then how much money it costs so we could see how much money we are saving. I researched the prices of some of our regularly purchased items. At the end of the day, I'll list out the things that we've eaten so that I can keep it updated. And then at the end of the week, I'll make a total to show how much we saved that week. At the end of the month, is it going to reach $1,000? We'll see.